Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the September 6, 2023 Planning Board meeting. First item on the agenda is roll call. Angela, if you could do that for me, please.
James Farias.
Here.
Lori Anthony.
Here.
Rebecca Higgins.
Here.
Stacy Walker.
Here.
Diane Gray.
Here.
Rick Madruga is out tonight.
And we are still missing a planning board member if anybody would like to apply. With that being said, there are 5 of us, so we have a quorum for tonight's meeting. Second item on the agenda is minutes of previous meetings. We have none tonight. We do not have public hearing. We do not have any old business. We do have new business, and that is a storage building at the Massabesic High School, RSU 57, and it will be presented by Andrew Johnston from Atlantic Resource Consultants. Oh, and before we get started, I do have to disclose that Andrew and I have worked together, but it was a long time ago. Does the board feel that I can be unbiased in my decisions tonight?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It was a long time ago. It feels like a long time ago. It probably wasn't that long ago.
Well.
You look the same. I don't think I do. I think I lost a bit of hair and I'm a little grayer than I was when we worked together. Anyway, good evening, Laurie and members of the planning board. We're here for a fairly simple project, but I'll just give you a quick run through of what we're doing here. We are here because what we're proposing exceeds the structure threshold that requires us to come in for site plan review. It's more than 2,000 square feet. It's actually 2,990 square feet, and it's a storage building at the Massabesic High School. Thank you very much. The first plan you have in your packet shows where this is going, which is down by the bus garage at the end of the track. It's very much in the interior of the site, towards the rear of the site. This is part of a program of improvements that the school district has been doing throughout their campuses, which is to update their storage facilities with buildings that are actually climate controlled, that are weatherproof, and that they can use to store some of the stuff that's stored in existing school buildings, which is taking up space, which could be used for better purposes like educating children. And some of their schools are getting pretty tight on size. So this is, you'll see one has already gone in at Waterboro Elementary School, a smaller one. I think that was 600 square feet. A smaller one at Alfred, and this is a larger one because it's a larger campus. So hopefully that's clear enough that you can see it's just about opposite the handicap parking for the track and field facility. It's down next to where the containers are now. In fact, some of those containers are there because they don't have enough storage. So the storage building is going to provide that. It's a metal building, 2,990 square feet, small paved apron out front. It's all on existing gravel surface, which has either been used for temporary parking, storage of materials, that type of thing, towards the rear of the site. And the only utility connection it has is electric, which will be for conditioning the building. There'll be some small heat units and some lighting inside the building. And that's going to connect to something which isn't actually there right now. There's an existing transformer right here. And the school district, as part of another project, is going to put another transformer in here. So there'll be a feed run under here, probably this fall sometime. And that's going to be new electric charging stations for the buses. So that's going in sometime in the fall. They're going to run an extra conduit out of that to the storage building site. And I say that's the only real utility service we have. From a stormwater perspective, you'll probably know that that site is very sandy to very deep sandy. It's actually Adams soils. When we did the high school track and field, way up at the other end, you'll see there's an infiltration basin. So it's very deep to groundwater, very good infiltrating soils. So what we have alongside each side of the pitched roof of the storage building is a stone drip edge. The water from the roof goes into the drip edge and soaks into the ground. Strangely, under the terminology of Maine stormwater law, this whole area is considered impervious right now because it's gravel. Although if you throw a bucket of water on it, it's not going to sit on the ground for very long. So technically, when we look at this, we're putting impervious on top of the existing impervious. So under stormwater law, we really don't have to treat anything. And it doesn't meet the thresholds either for treatment under stormwater law or for an amendment under the site law permit that they have for their existing school facility. There's an exemption for school facilities that allows you to disturb up to 40,000 square feet without going back to DEP now to take out all those smaller projects from their permitting process. So this is the only permit we need for this project. We ran through some of the site plan review conditions and some of the standards that we have to meet. And most of them are not applicable in that this is not going to create any additional traffic. It's not going to create any additional stormwater. The lights will be limited to 2 small wall packs over the doors, the entries to the building, and we're 475 feet from the nearest property line. All those fixtures will be full cut off, so they'll probably spread 30, 40 feet out from where the light fixture is actually mounted. Again, some of the other criteria included noise and disturbance to neighbours. This is very much interior and is very much integral to the existing use of the site. So I'll leave it at that, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you, Amy.
If I can ask, is there anything there now? What are we seeing on this project, Eric? Go ahead.
What you're seeing down there is temporary storage trailers. So there's a couple of trailers down there. There has been a stockpile. I'm not sure how recent this area actually is.
Okay.
The other thing they have on some of the campuses, and I'm not sure if there's one down there, they had a lot of old wood sheds that they would move around from here to there and store stuff in. But some of those are partially structurally intact. A lot of them are not weather tight, so they'll be going away.
So you'll be removing the temporary storage?
Yeah.
And does the vehicle maintenance facility, is that the same as the bus maintenance facility?
It's a fancy name for the bus
I'm
garage.
just making sure. Thank you.
Don't they use that sandy, so I know when my son was in high school, we'd go watch the football games, all the parking was on that sand. Is that gonna alleviate a lot of parking?
It's not taking up a lot of space at all. Actually, that building, let's say, is 2,900 square feet. So the maximum amount of cars, if you really stacked them in there, you might be able to get 10 cars in here. But the the paved apron will be there, and these temporary storage facilities are going away. So my guess is the net is going to be about the same. And some of the other things that happen, occasionally you'll see, I think on this one, they've got some topsoil piled in here, and that kind of comes and goes depending on what they're doing on the site.
I just wanted to clarify, do you have any test pit data in this area or just from the field?
We did, that's a good question. I don't think, we have the general mapping, and the general soil survey mapping has this all as the same, it's all Adams.
Okay, that was my next question, was this part of it is Adams or the whole site is Adams?
Actually, if you look at the landforms on the site, it follows the landforms. So there's a stream back in here. There's a fairly steep bank off the back edge. In fact, there's a retaining wall off the back edge there. And as this drops off, you get into more alluvial type materials associated with the stream. But basically, the Adams comes all the way down here, all the way down, follows the stream. The stream, I think, comes around here somewhere. All this is Adams.
Okay.
And it's sand as far as you can dig.
And even on a heavy downpour, you don't foresee it ponding on that right side where there's a swale,
We put that infiltration basin
right there?
in there, and that takes the whole track and field, and I've
Yeah.
never seen water in the bottom of it.
Okay, all right, so.
That's how fast it drains.
The roof runoff, it cannot conceivably.
No, and the biggest problem they have here is that they have a pretty large irrigation system just to keep those fields green. The biggest problem they have is over drainage, not under drainage on those fields. It's a good problem to have in Maine, especially this summer.
And you already answered my question on where the electricity was coming from, for the transformer. It's like, okay, I see proposed, but I didn't see where is it coming from?
Yes.
So that's a different project. Is that one, will a transformer, this feed be put in prior to this project?
It's supposed to be going in this fall, the bus charging transformer, that project's supposed to be going ahead this fall. This storage building's probably not gonna go until spring.
And my only other comment was that the grading is very hard to read.
Oh, grading on this?
Yeah.
I tried to throw some spot grades in there, it's pretty flat.
Yeah,
to be
without the
honest.
spot grades, I would have definitely not been able to see where it was going. It was like,
And it's hard sometimes, because we like to put the aerial in there so you can see where this thing is landing. And sometimes the grey of the aerial kind of fades out the contours, it's a little difficult to show.
yeah, you can't even.
You would
use-
know how to do that better than I would.
You can't, this would be tough because you can't even use white for this one, so.
Yeah.
So, I know the pain the drafter had trying to produce this. Any more questions or comments?
It's super flat back there.
Yeah.
Flatter than flat.
DJ, did you have any comments?
No, you didn't even get a report from me on this, project, because really wasn't sure that there was anything that I could present to you. Pretty straightforward, pretty basic, and Andrew did a great job laying everything out on the site and as proposed. I mean, I think this is pretty much a slam dunk, but you need to find it complete, and then you need to set a date for a public hearing, because the ordinance requires that.
Michael, did you have anything? Did you see anything?
Nope, storage.
Storage,
Minimal
that's just
usage
storage,
today.
yep. Power, that's it.
The only request that the fire department has is a Knox box.
We can certainly sort that out.
Okay. So, and nothing from Public Works?
No.
No, that was
Either
it.
it's down at the back of the football field, he won't have anything going down there.
No, nothing.
No, nothing.
Too far.
So,
So basically, the only additional thing to be shown would be the knock box.
Yep.
Is there any further discussion from the board? Pretty simple?
Very simple.
Very simple, I know, we have I had a simple one.
We keep looking for something else that we're not
I
seeing.
know, it's like,
You don't have to.
that being said, I'll ask the question, we all know where it is. Do you think you need a site walk on this project? No.
Good answer, good answer.
Good answer. May I have a motion to find the application complete?
I'll make a motion.
May I have a second? Jim? All in favor? 5-0. And all we needed is is a public hearing.
because of notification timing, for butters and whatnot, and publication, you're looking at October 4th. That's a Wednesday.
October 4?
Yep, it's a Wednesday.
We're all set.
Thank you very much.
We will see you October 4th.
Will do, look forward to it.
Butters notifications, there's 500 feet.
Do we do that, or do you do that?
Nope, you do that.
We do
I
that?
I can email you tomorrow with your butters list.
Perfect.
Yep.
All righty. Thank you, folks.
Nice seeing you, Andrew.
You too, Laurie.
Take care.
I'll work on that.
Thank you.
We have no other new business, so the next thing is communications. Do we have anything on that? I got a note from Angela. Does anybody have any miscellaneous items they'd like to present? No miscellaneous. Next item is adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
That's Stacy. May I have a second? Jim? All in favor? 5-0. This meeting is adjourned, and we will...